Greetings artists, I am going to walk you through how to create your Paul Klee inspired castle collage. So we talked before about the types of paper that you can use for this project. I have several things available here, so I'm going to walk you through what I'm using. I have some pieces that are just pattern paper. This is scrapbook paper. I could also use, if I have wallpaper samples or wrapping paper, anything that has a cool pattern on it will work. I've got some pieces that are cut from magazines, either with pictures or some with color and words. That will work as well. And then I walked you through before how to create your own pattern paper using crayons and marker and some water to make it look like watercolor paints. So if you did that step with me, you're able to use that paper as well. Really just any paper that you like that's going to add some detail and design. The next step that I did was I cut all my different types of paper into lots of different shapes. So I need some squares, large and small, some rectangles, large, medium, small. I cut some pieces into circles. I cut some pieces into arches, so it's flat on one side and round on the other. So that kind of looks like either a walkway I could go through or a window or a door, depending on the size. And then I also wanted to show you, I can take a square piece and I can turn it sideways and line my scissors up with corner to corner. And if I make one diagonal cut, I've just created two triangles. So that's how I can turn a square into a triangle, two triangles. So I'm gonna scoot all my extra pieces to the side. I need a background piece of paper. I use gray just because that's what I have. Anything that you have at home will work. And now I'm going to kind of lay out how I want my castle to look. I can lay some pieces so they stand up high. I can build other pieces so they come out. I might even have, let's see, I might have these pieces kind of overlap on top of one another. So it looks like it's double high. So I can kind of play around with how I want to lay out my page. And then when I glue, I'm going to make sure my glue bottle is open. If it has any goobers on the tip, I need to pick those off, because if it has goobers, it's not going to work. And then I turn my glue over, shake it 3 times, and I'm just going to make lines inside my shape. I always want to put my glue on my smaller piece of paper. If I put it on my background paper, I might add too much glue, or I might add glue where I don't need glue. So this is the best way to only put the right amount of glue. All right, so I'm going to hold it down and I count about to 5 in my brain just to make sure it's stuck really well. And then I'm going to start building up. Again, just using a line of glue around the edge. And I'm overlapping my pieces. Now, this paper that I created myself, it is a little curvy or wavy. You can see on this piece, see how it kind of curls up off the paper there? That's because it got wet. So since it was saturated with water, it did not dry flat. So I might have to hold those pieces down a little extra just to make them stick. All right, I think I want to use a smaller rectangle over here to fill in this spot. Let's see. Let's see what I like. I think I like that. Yes. Yes, that is what I want. Really, it's up to me how I build my castle. How high I make the pieces, how many layers it is. You'll notice I'm kind of making a gooey mess. My glue is coming out the edges, and that's okay. I can wipe that extra glue away. And then if I have glue on my fingers, I just rub, and turn that glue to dust. If I get a little glue on my paper where I don't want glue, it's no big deal because it's going to dry clear. No one will even know it was there. All right, now I'm going to take, I think I'll use, and I might cover up my name, and that's no big deal. And if you're working at home, it's really not a big deal because you will know whose project is yours. All right, and I hold those pieces down and count at least to 5 in my brain. For those wavy pieces, I might need to count higher. All right, and I'm just going to kind of work my way up, building and building and building, making my layers. And again, it's up to me how many layers high I make my design, my castle. I might even have, you know, some pieces on top or some pieces overlapping. It's really up to me, kind of like that, sticking up over here. Now I'm going to start adding some details. So now that I have my base or the structure of my castle, now I need to add those details. So my details could be the triangles to make it look like a roof. Ooh, I really like this one. I think I like it to go with this green. The purple kind of offsets the green really well. So I'm going to attach that there. Oh, yes. That is very nice. Now I might add an archway or a door down here. Again, I'm putting those lines of glue on my small piece and then sticking it on this piece. This one I might add a circle window up here at the top. Oh yeah, that looks cute. I like that one. All right, this might be a little bit tricky. No, I was gonna say if my triangle is too big, it might be tricky to get it lined up since there's another piece there, but it's small enough that that doesn't matter. It doesn't overhang. The other thing that I did was, or that you could do, let me find a good piece of paper. I could take this piece of paper and instead of just having them be geometric shapes like squares, rectangles, triangles, circles, ovals, what if I had it flat on one side and on the top side I just kind of cut some waves. I'll drop that there. What if I made some organic shapes and that could become a cloud in my background? So I might stick this, pop this up here in my sky so it looks a little cloudy. And then, oh, I've got a circle here that's got some yellows in it. That would make a fantastic sun. Might have my sun floating right up here. There we go. All right, now I could also make a rectangle door. So I'm gonna put this rectangle door down here. So really I'm just looking for overlapping. I'm gonna overlap my shapes. I'm gonna add details to make this look like a building. And just add pieces until I make it look exactly how I want it. Again, we are using all different types of paper, some recycled, some new. Maybe you even made some pattern paper yourself with me, with crayons, markers, and water. And then we are overlapping and layering those papers that we created, that we cut into geometric and organic shapes, and we're layering those to create a castle. I cannot wait to see your castles, friends. Happy creating.